You could have fucking put your clock on that when it fucking happened, mate. I'm telling you, they're just. Hold on, I'm just about to pull it up here. The price. No, hold on, where is it? So the today's price. It's a hefty profit, whatever it is, mate. Whatever they're holding. 33 and 35. Dear God, mate. Trading at 34. Fuck's sake.
Fucking hell. Yeah, that's not the other. The other thing I was reading this morning was, that's resolution 9 and 10, where basically the board can just give up to 3 million of these penny shares again, and then there's no lock-in period, so they can basically choose who they give these penny shares to. They can then just bump them onto the market at going rates. I think, how the fuck is that even possible? I mean, I don't know. It just seems fucked up to me. But that was a thing that I think it was a Scotsman or something. It was one of his shitey papers. Was talking about it, and I was like, yeah, this is where you. The fans really need to use their vote because this isn't right. This was supposed to be changed. They had a meeting about it. Blah 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 blah. But yeah, there's something dodgy going on there. That resolution 9 and 10 as well.
Well, see for the Imran's Ahmed shares, he got 20,000 free. Now they would be roughly about 20,000 at 1 pence, right? At 1 pence, he put in. Oh, what was it? I think it was about 500,000. No, was it 500? Whatever the amount he put in, 200,000. Yeah, 200,000. It was there in the perspective. He put 200,000 in, and within 2 days he got 180,000 back. And within about a month and a half, he got the 20,000 shares, and that was the first lot of shares. And I remember in the call I made to him when he was like, "I'm the dumb schmuck that brought 90% of these investors in." So, and the first lot of investors, right, came in and put 500,000 each, right? So there was 10 lots. So that means they all put in. See, the first lot of investors, see, for their 500,000, they're 500,000. Right, well, sorry, let me break it down first of all. For Imran's 20,000, when he put 200,000 in and got some back, they said that he gave him 20,000 shares. So those 20,000 shares, you could bet your bottom dollar were at 1 penny. Well, he could cash them in any time from today for 680,000. But see these bastards who got the shares when it was away back at the rates of a penny. There was there was these ones who put in 500,000. So I'm trying to work out what that would get them if they were to put 500,000.
If you're putting in 500,000 and you're getting them at a penny a share, that's 5 million shares each, isn't it?
Yeah, well, there was that was the initial breakdown, but then see, it depends on how they did the breakdown for the shares, if they diluted them at the next stage, because the other stage, and I've been trying to work this out, and I reckon, I remember I mentioned it in a show a while ago, there's 3 levels where they put the price out there. Now, the first level was done with Imran when they needed the 5.5 million. So that's how they got 10 people, or 10 groups of people, Margarita Holdings, Blue Pitch, right? So they got 10 of them at 500,000, right? So they've all put their 500,000 in. But then when they went to the public offering stage, they diluted those shares probably similar to what Fergus McCann did, either 1 in 100 or maybe even 1 in 10, probably 1 in 100. But then they offered them out to other investors, and that's the next tranche of investors. Now, that tranche of investors, nobody really knows what price they would have paid for their shares. I reckon it would roughly be maybe about 10 pence. If you say 1 in 10, say
it's not going to be the penny shares, and it's not going to be the 70p shares or whatever they launched them at. I mean,
but there would still be a hefty profit there. So it means that anybody who put anything in at the 10 pence level would still make a profit out just now, but obviously not as great as the 1 penny. But those ones at Margarita, I mean, those ones, if you put in 500,000, Hold on, just times it by 34 because it's 34. Can't be much as that. 17 million. Let me see. I can't be right. It can't be right for that. That'd be too much. Maybe it is. Maybe that's the profit for every one of them there. They could take away 17 million if it was done at a penny share and for their $500,000. But maybe it would be diluted. But if it was
it couldn't be. It couldn't be 17 million. That's it. It couldn't be, because 17 million times 10. That's if there was 10 of them that put the 500,000 in. 17 million profit by 10 is 170 million, and there's no way that the market value is ever that high.
So what would it have been then? It'd have been that's why I was reckoning. It wouldn't be 1 in 100. It'd be 1 in 10. So if you were to divide that by 10, because as I say,
so it's 1.7 instead of 17.
See what you're doing, right? See, when you initially do a company, when you break it down, that's what Fergus had to do. When he brought Celtic out, he had to dilute the shareholding. He put it on a small market, and then when he put it on a big market, he offered everybody for one of their shares, he got 100 shares. So in effect, you're diluting it, right? Now, when they went at 1 pence, right, the next lot, they keep it around lots, right? They don't fucking go with fractions, or they keep it around lots. So it's either a 1 for 10 or a 1 for 100, just depending what fucking thing we. I mean, it could be 1 in a. Well, if we go for 1 in 10, the profit would be 1.7 million instead of the 17 million. So for everybody who put,
which would make more sense.
But would it? But would that be worth them to fucking do it for that? For everybody who put in their $500,000. Maybe it is. Maybe it is within a year and a half, your $500,000 becomes 1.7 million. Plus, you get your $500,000 back. So maybe that was the pay-in. But I would have thought these bastards, for what they've done, they would have been doing it for a bigger payout. But suppose
I'd agree with you. I'd expect them to be doing it for more than 1.7 million. But at the end of the day, I mean, if you're putting $500,000 in and you're guaranteed that you're trebling your money, I mean, I can't think of many investments that are, going to give you that payoff. So, I mean, we're shooting in the dark here, I mean, without knowing the actual figures and things like that. But
they're taking a hefty profit. I mean, for them to put it out as a shareholding, as a listed company, and to have 2 lots of shareholding offerings prior to going to go public, and then all the ordinary bears with the shares, your Archie in Toronto and all the rest of the bears who were offered at 70 pence. I mean, they're looking at a hefty loss already. They've lost 50% of their holding. So for every £1,000 they put in, they're sitting there with £500 in less than a year. Yeah. I mean, that is a shocking fucking return. So meanwhile, the people who Ahmed brought in, the initial people, Margarita, Blue Pitch, whoever they are, I mean, they could be Chuckles Green, or they could be Craigie White, or they could be Ticketus, or they could be David Murray or David King. And nobody really knows what the profit is. And the scam is, depending how many shares they've got, right? I mean, it's as simple as if they've got 50,000 shares at 1 pence, right? You just type, all you need to do, 50,000 times 34, and there's your profit. That's 1.7 million. That's 1.7, no, hold on. That's 1.7 million. So if you get 50,000 shares, and that was at the IPO price of a penny, then you've got 1.7 fucking million for just £50,000, and you know what I mean. So you're making a hefty profit, no matter what way you cut it.
Oh fuck yeah!
So that's why it could be possible. It could be possible that they are taking 17 million profit on the shareholding, on the thing way, but it could be split through. It could be split through 10 ways, and it could be split through whatever. But this is what I always thought what the scam was. How Ticketus could sit there and shut up, how Dave King could sit there and shut up, and how other people could sit there and take the hit, knowing that a year down the line, the huge kickback would be, well, you've invested in a company at a penny, and whatever that share is, I mean, okay, it got up to 90, I mean, that would have been the ideal time to cash out, but obviously they couldn't, but they're still making a hefty dig at 34 pence a share a year down the line. If you've bought in at 1 pence, you're sitting there celebrating the night, mate. absolutely celebrating. You think
Oh,
you wait
hell
a year,
yeah.
but you're sitting there celebrating like a Imagine the night.
There'll be several bottles of bucket getting opened and consumed as a celebration, that's for sure.
I think I should phone Imran and see what he's doing the night for his celebration.
I think you should, mate. I think he'd be happy to talk to you, that's for sure.
It's tempting, mate. I think I might wait till tomorrow.
Oh,
I'll wait till tomorrow, mate, and then I'll phone them tomorrow after the... I was tempted to phone old Malcolm Murray again the night, mate. Did you see him? Or you wouldn't have got to see Malcolm Murray on Scotland Tonight yet, no?
No, I just seen the people or yours tell us about the game. The show. Is it Malcolm Murray smoked a doobie before that interview? So I'm assuming it was a classic.
He was. I don't know. I mean, his shirt, his jumper looked like it was wet. It looked like he would just come out the rain. It was either come out the rain or he went through a car wash with his window down a bit. That's the way it looked like.
What was he actually saying though?
It was like he was trying to pick a fight with the lassie. As soon as she was saying something, and he's like, "What was that? You're saying? What you saying? What you saying? No, I'm not meaning that." He's just a fucking... He just wants to fight with people. He's right up my street. I'll need to phone him tomorrow. Somebody's put here in the huddle board. Looks as if he's pissed his seat. He looks like he's been at a golf club all day swallowing and got a last minute call to get to the studios. That's what it does. He looked like the golf jersey on, and it looked like there'd been a wee bit of wet on it.
He's well suited to that mob, that's for fucking sure.
I know, mate. I know. It'd be good. I reckon old Stockbridge, he can throw his cards in at any time. He's done his bit now. And I've always said that they would be all gone before before they start spending the money. And with this now, I mean, everybody said the ease deals had been in there, but they've not been in there until this has all went through now. Now the final bit is, whatever White had in there, whatever Green had in there, they'd be daft enough to hold on to this longer than what they have to. If they've been forced to stay here a year, then they've done out their year's severance pay, and now they can just sell out. I mean, I would expect over the next few days that share price to go a bit even further south, because if they're unloading shit amount, I mean, the thing is, if they start to all unload it at the same time, then it affects the price. You know what I mean? It'll go down and go down and go down. Maybe already it's getting priced in already for them to get ready to sell it down, you know?
Well, I mean, I think that's what everybody's everybody's view on it is. No, I mean, it was going to be, like as we were saying, you know, either the day or tomorrow, whenever this lock-in period is over, that there would be huge movement with them trying to get rid of all these shares. But yeah, I mean, like as you say, you know what I mean? If you've been guaranteed 34, not even 34, you don't need to be specific, but if somebody said to you, right, like, give me a tenner and in 1 year's time, you know, I'll give you 20 times that, I'd do that. You know what I mean? It's not a risk. There was no risk involved with those guys. They always knew that they were going to make a killing, an absolute killing. So, you know, it's the everyday punters that bought at 70p that are getting shafted as usual.
I'm just looking at it.
But the other thing about Stockbridge that I don't understand is that, see when, what's his face? Who was the last CEO? A guy, was it Mather, Craig Mather?
Uh-huh.
When he resigned, I thought the only reason that Stockbridge didn't go is because, you know, they couldn't have less than 2 people on the board, and it was basically, yeah, as soon as we get others back on the board, then he'll be gone anyway. So I always just assumed they were just waiting on more people to get on the board before he handed in his daughters and he was off.
I don't know, mate. I'm just looking at a full graph here. This just looks like fucking terrible reading, mate. Dear God in heaven.
Were you reading there?
I'm looking at a graph of it topped out twice from the first day it traded. That was on the 19th. I'm looking at, bloody hell, you can look at the full year of trading here. I'm looking at the first day, 76. and it went up to 83 by the